And we went looking, and we went looking, and we went for $1,000,000. Fly like a bald eagle, high through the desert on a golden steeple. Loud like an 808 sound, doomed like a buffalo, we all fell down. Doomed like a buffalo, we all fell down. That old train, not quite bald, not quite bang. I turned around and said the blood's the same. I said in advance, no, look around, everybody's picked a side. I rushed to set like Mr. New England. I tell him off and then scream, I need friends. An hour late for crawling in snow. Curtis says, I just never know. Fly like a bald eagle, high through the desert on a golden steeple. Loud like an 808 sound, doomed like a buffalo, we all fell down. Mean like a buffalo, we all fell down. That old train, not quite bald, not quite bang. I turned around and said the blood's the same. I said in advance, no, look around, everybody's picked a side. I rushed to set like Mr. New England. I tell him off and then scream, I need friends. An hour late for crawling in snow. Curtis says, I'll just never know. Fly like a bald eagle, high through the desert on a golden steeple. Loud like an 8, mean like a buffalo, we all fell down. Mean like a buffalo, we all fell down. All the old stories that my daddy told about the time he got lost out in the cold. Said he climbed that rope in a wrestling class. He had to do it cause he wasn't that fast. He wasn't that fast. Never really got good grades. He stayed out of trouble and out the way. He just worked real hard. He just picked the right teacher. That's why later on he became a preacher. My pop went looking for a job and couldn't find nothing, so he hitched a ride to the old city. In the morning he Lord, now we gather round, herbs in hand, carrying the best of sage spirits we command. Dancing in the moonlight, feeling so free, releasing happy feelings, just you and me. Fly like a bald eagle, high through the desert on a golden steeple. Loud like an 808 sound, doomed like a buffalo, we all fell down. Doomed like a buffalo, we all fell down. To hear the lyrics play on the radio, something opened up deep inside and I felt my very soul. But the secret found me, only set me free. Eternal echoes, a sound that will never die. A love so pure, reaching for the sky. Hand in hand we'll face the night, guided by the stars, our souls take flight. Hands on your knees, begin at the end, and the story of us will begin. I will only know that eyes I see as your blue eyes call out to me. I know you're just a dream, but I feel like you were meant for more than just a passing memory. As I hold your hand deep in mine, as we walk the path before us, we reveal love that can never die, as God has granted us.
So we're gonna give Matt some treats as long as he does.
And we will not fall to the day. We will not hope or we'll pray. And the goddess will show us the way as our love we grow, and the freedom that divine. And this silence to me now resonates as I begin to play with the heartstrings. I hold the moment in my hand and the love that I feel collide. I believe face the night. Guided by the stars, our souls take flight. So childhood memories come in a frame, and I play with the moment that I know is made. I do not look for the grave any longer,
when I'm visiting him
'cause
for
I had
Thanksgiving,
your love by my
we're doing
side,
like
and I
TV dinners and
know
stuff.
it'll never die.
So for Thanksgiving, we just get like wings and TV dinners. Past 2 times, Jess and Jess's mom have surprised us with freaking awesome. For example, this
time. Oops, I bet you heard all of that. Sorry about that. Here's
unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
And good morning and happy to Wacky 420 Wednesday. Good morning, crypto. Good morning, my beautiful stars. Good morning to you there, my beautiful, beautiful first-time person to type Chrome in the chat. There was first person in chat. Please redeem first person in chat. Crypto. Redeem second person in chat. I just want to see it once or twice, you know. Everyone's anyway, guys, welcome to Wacky Wednesday. It is a 420 style Wacky Wednesday. I have already been imbibing. The brass monkey has been loaded and rock and roll. I've already been using. I'm not gonna lie, but this is what I've got for me right now. I'm loading a fresh new bowl for you guys. You guys can encourage me to smoke more of my bowl by adding 100 biddies to the queue or something like that, or throwing me a $5 tip. I will smoke as much as you guys will donate to me. But every hour on the 420th hour, I will be taking smoke and a toke just for you. That's free of charge. But if you guys want to encourage my bad behavior, anyway, it is still Wacky Wednesday, and as you notice, I'm wearing a different kind of a shirt for a change. I wanted to express not only that my heart does belong in America here, and I'm very proud to be an American. I still fight for those ideals, but I am a witch, I am a priest, I am a minister. My mission here has and always has been to help people find a better way forward, to find that path, that destiny that they have sought their whole lives for, to see the end of the story, to know that they have created the very destiny and fates that they wanted by doing and listening to the voices that have been trying to help them all along. As we begin this journey together today, I want us to realize one very special thing. The future has and always has been in your hands. As you come here and seek my advice, remember, you still have to live that life. You still have to go live every day as if it was your best day ever. Because every day is another opportunity to live that best day ever. Because the future is in your own hands. You have the right and responsibility to go live the life you want to live. Today can and will be your best day ever because you said today was that day. And that's what we're here to do, guys, is, all of this is here for you. Because you know what we want more than any one thing? We want that acceptance. We want that validation. And as you come here and get and seek those validation moments for you, remember that this path is your own. Let's get into it with the cards here. Remember, it's Wacky Wednesday, so don't forget to pick your verification deck. Throw me your numbers and your question. Let's get going. Crypto girl to the reading room. Crypto girl to the reading room. How you doing, sweetheart? I'm going to have a cigarette because I wanted to have a cigarette. I hope things are going well for you. I know we talked yesterday and everything, but let's get to what you want to know for your first question of the day. And just as I come here, people, when I ask for donations and stuff, that's a gift. I understand that you guys don't have to do that for me. If you ever give me more money than I could ever wonder or hope to ever spend, you know how much I'm going to love you for that, but I'm going to use it to make my stream better and make the people in my lives better. That's how I'm going to use that money. I'm not a selfish person. I'm more of a giving person than anything. I'm going to help those people who have helped me out along the way. And to embrace those ideals that we all have within ourselves, that we all have to live as true, remembering what our legacies are going to be. So I'm still waiting for you, Crypto. I'm just talking until you're ready there. So, it's important that no matter what we seek in this lifetime, you're here for a purpose. You're here to overcome those obstacles you are being very faced with right now. That's why you are living the life you are living, to learn how to understand yourself and your journey and why it's important to sometimes trust, sometimes give in, and sometimes to let go. No, he won't kill her. That's too easy. But which verification deck do you want me to use for that question, though, hon? I'll get the regular card started here. But why don't you pick your verification deck? Do you want the Fairy, the Sacred Circle, or the God deck for your verification? Okay, Alexa, pick a number 1 through 3.
Here's a number between 1 and 3. It's 1.
All right, you get the Goddess deck. Alexa change, and we've got on your numbers 10 and 10, so that means you get 2 official shuffles. Let me get these a really nice cleanse in. Since you only get 2 shuffles out of these bad boys, I want to make sure that you absolutely get the message that you need to hear today about this question, okay? Because you want to know what's coming up for next. As I began to tell you yesterday, the things that are going to affect her right now. First, it will be health. Then it will be wealth. Then it will be state of mind, maybe even sanity. Then it will be loss of accomplishment of life or losing one's freedom or something to that effect, depending on how badly that person has deserved to have it. Now, I can't guarantee it. It depends on the level of cruelty or whatever they've done in this world. That's going to come back to them in that exactly 3 or 10 times as bad as they would have normally gotten it, because that's his job, you know. So no, death is too easy, you know. That's too easy. We want it to last a while, you know. All right, so here are your 2 official shuffles for here. 1 and 2, and you get the second card, 1 and 2, and we got this card right there for you. So let's find out what the gods do have to tell you and what he is going to tell you what is coming next, okay? So here we go with the answer you seek. Here are your 10 official shuffles in just a little bit. I'm just getting them in the right spot as always. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, too many. 8, 9, and 10. No God cards. That was like 8 cards that fell out, so that didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whenever that happens, it's just a misshuffle. It's got to be under 6. That's my contract with my deities. So, let's find out what is coming next for the mother-in-law and what is going to be happening to her next. And what is probably the next things that going to be. You know? Let's first see what your verification deck is trying to tell you. What the gods want you to know. So, for your answer, what is going to come her way for a while? Because in order to take something away from someone that is precious, they have to get everything they want first, right? So it might seem like they're going to get everything, and prosperity may be coming their way, but it is, the universe is pouring the abundance out to you. Be opening to receive. And this is your message to you, crypto. This isn't for your mother-in-law. So this is what you're getting ready to receive. If you're getting this, then that means that the other person is getting the opposite of that. So if your abundance is coming up and your prosperity is starting to increase, then you see the other side of the coin, hers are starting to decrease. So what is she going through right now? Questioning herself and who she is as a person, reevaluating the mistakes she's made, getting in her head, letting the depression and anxiety get to her, letting her worst fears and worst impulses rule her decision making, her taking the wrong choices and making the wrong moments, taking advantage of people and using and abusing them is going to come back to haunt her in the worst way. You know, because that is going to shake her in a way that's going to make her face herself. When she looks in that mirror and sees what kind of a person she is, she's going to go, ugh, what did I do to myself? That, you know how that's going to break somebody inside their crypto, that reassessment. So we're going to give them a little bit so that we can take that feeling away from them. And then we're going to utterly destroy their world. We're going to make their world blow up in such a way that everything that was their life will be destroyed. Do you understand why I warned you about this, dude? And why it is so important for you to understand what is happening is deserved only by what is being equal to what they have done in this world. The only reason it's going to come back to them is because this is something they deserve. So don't feel bad for when it starts to happen to them, okay? They've gotten the warning signs now. They've been warned by the universe, hey, start to do better things, or this is when the universe is going to come back to get you. Taking down and pouring that lava down, but they're the ones running away from the lava, okay? But understanding that experiencing having that world destroyed now still creates a new path forward, because now their world has been destroyed. Reassessment time will come into full focus, and they'll have to understand how to rebuild their lives. They'll realize they've been an ugly old weed for a long, long time, but now they have to give in to their better impulses to see them become the exact opposite of what they once were. to be caring, giving people instead of the vitriol of crap things that they've been up to this, the spewing crap that they've done now, to switch that, to actually learn the lesson, to get that thrown into their face so hard that they have no choice but to understand that they are now beautiful because they have made themselves become beautiful. This is what ignites their path going forward. It's both a good and a bad thing, Crypto, because inadvertently you've created a catalyst for them. They can use this moment to catapult themselves into a better future, whether they did it or not. You still lit the fire and the fuse. So the fuse is a burning, it's about to explode. So you put the little catalyst, you took your catalyst and said, I ain't taking this shit. I'm going to use this negativity you're giving me. I'm going to stick this asterisk guy on him. And I'm going to put that damn fire down on that spark. And I'm going to let it go boom and let it, whatever happens, whatever the damage is. You don't get to understand. When you're in war, when you're fighting against an enemy, you don't get to decide who you hurt. So be careful, because the people who are around that person may get hurt inadvertently because of the things you've asked that dude to help you with. So, and will she continue to be a jerk? She won't be for long. I'll tell you that. This whole thing is going to throw her into that situation where, boom, her life goes. So she'll be reassessing it and maybe questioning it a lot. That's where we get into the sanity part. That's where we start to question what's coming after me, starting to see things, starting to wonder what the heck is going on. I'm not talking about, paranormal activity here. I'm talking about getting that icky feeling that everything you've ever done wrong is coming back to get you. That's the worst feeling in the world, that everything you've ever done wrong to somebody else is coming to get you. That's what's coming, Okay, tell me, if you had to face every last one of your worst demons, fears, and everything that you have ever had to piss on or bitch on about everybody else in this life, do you think you could handle that? No? And I know you know who you are well enough to know that you've done the work to avoid things like that, but don't get all high and mighty, because it can come back to haunt you. Do you see her begging for mercy? I see her questioning and asking why this is happening to her. And then when she figures out what's going on, maybe she'll come to you and apologize, and that's when it will end. It'll be she'll come to you and apologize for everything she's ever put you through. You'll get a true, honest, heartfelt apology for what she's done. And you'll actually see that she is sorry. God is going to teach her how to love and forgive again, how to become a better person. That's what's going to happen. The monster is going to go away. She'll still have some of it here and there, but if she recoups those issues, that's on her soul, not yours, okay? He will only do as much as he is meant to do. That's it. No, he will not drive her to suicide. He will not drive her to the point where she will question reality. She will just bring her to the brink of that, okay? And leave her in that stalemate for a long ass time, until she realizes what she's doing. That's when things end. Don't wish that for anybody. You don't want that karma, Crypto. You do not want that. Okay? See? Stop doing that. All right. Dead Chrome to the reading room. Dead Chrome to the reading room. All right. Get your butt in here with your numbers, question, and verification deck for today. Max, you're next in line. Right now, you've got all this bounty coming you for a reason. That's what your revenge is here, okay? You living the best life you can is your best revenge. And what verification deck do you want? And what is your question for today, my friend? I see your numbers. Do you want the... I should probably fix this just a little bit better. There, that's better. Now I can see the whole table a little bit better. Middle deck, general guidance. You got it. All right. And this deck is actual tarot deck, and I do have to shuffle this a little bit differently because this does have reversals in it. And this is how I choose to shuffle this one for you. Sometimes I do it a different way, but this is what I feel I need to do for you, so that's what I'm doing. And as always, I flip the cards in the directions they need to be, blah, 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 yakety smackety, yakety cool. In you go. Ha, ba, ba, ba. All right, now they're in the right direction. Now we're going to get them shuffled up and make sure they're in the right spot. Okay, don't even start talking to me yet. Get your ass ready to tell him his answer. Don't give me previews. All right, so you got 16, so that 16 is 7, so we're going to give you 7 shuffles on this one, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the 7th card, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you have an upright answer on this card. So what I'm going to do is get that ready there and move it along there. There's your answer for that. And here we go with your general guidance for today. Let me clear these cards off of the last reading and get them in ready for the next answer you need to hear today, okay? For your general guidance for today. All right there, Dad. Here we go with your 8 official shuffles. 1. Oops. And give me a second here. I'm going to turn down this light just a little bit. Okay. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. No God cards for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Rock and roll. Some general guidance indeed, my friend. Here we go with your answer for today and what you need to hear today more than anything. Let's see what your verification card is. It is rivalry. It's time to stop being at war with the world and all those within your circles. It's time to stop being the person who's confrontational or letting the confrontational things that happen in your life. Maybe it's time to say, you know what, let's talk about how we can come together and rather be someone who aren't agreeing with things. Yeah, we're not going to agree on everything, but this, and this we can agree on. We're close enough to put down our rivalry within ourselves. And I'm talking about that higher self. I'm not talking about an actual person here, Dad. I'm talking about that part of ourselves that we think that we have to constantly fight against. Sometimes it's okay to give in to those impulses and understand where they come from and why they come from where the places they come. There aren't things we have to be at war with any longer, but the rivalry has to end and the loyalty has to begin somewhere. So that's the 7 of Wands. As we go into your reading for the general guidance they want you to understand is, Dad, you have to stop asking for guidance and tell us how you want your ebbs and flows to go. You tell us how fast or slow you want this journey. You tell us where you're going and what fire you're going to feed the most, what you're going to be the most passionate about, what you're going to give your energy to, what you're going to have power with and power over and power under, what is going to be your physical, mental, and spiritual part of who you are. Are you in touch with that everyday person, the person you want you to see yourself to become, and the hope and future that you pray one day you can accomplish? That is the physical, mental, and spiritual, the mundane, and the in-between and the crescendo of life. So we have to understand we have to take that fan into our own hands and stop listening to everything else going along the way and start to fan the right fire that we will feed. Well, yeah, you're not alone in that feeling, Dead Chrome, but ask yourself, Do you want to be the one in the driver's seat, or do you want to be the one who drives to your favorite theme park, to your favorite location, to the end goal, to know that you're going to get to the end of your journey because you're in the driver's seat guiding yourself exactly where you need to go? The only thing left for you to truly do, the general guidance they want you to understand, is these little pieces you don't think matter or match up in some way, shape, or form, or have that important part of who you are. We're all full of light and dark, my friend. We all have good and bad decision-making skills. We all have to endure how we were raised, how we were put into our social situations, what countries we were growing up in, what rules we had to live by, what things we fought against, what we rebelled against, all of that stuff. But that teaches us what we truly are, and seeing that true reflection for the first time and having that understanding, I can make this into whatever I see. Do you see the mess, or do you see the oak tree? You should see the beautiful oak tree you are, not the mess. It's everything coming together, like atoms coming together to form that tree in the first place. Feed yourself the experiences you desire. Go try some things out. Find out, does this taste good in my mouth? Is this what makes me feel full inside? Is this what comes to my mind? Let me try some things to see. Now, I know what my moral compass is. I know what I'm willing to live within. I'm not going to do anything without my comfort zone to a point. I'm going to take some risks, but I know I'm going to not take so many risks that I'm going to endanger myself. Or maybe I will take that one risk to do something that fucking scares me. But you are building the very life you want to have in your life right now. You have a solid foundation. For the first time in your life, you have a place where you can actually decide what you want your life to be created. Now you're asked to build those walls to keep that safe, to keep you empowered, to keep you motivated, to keep you dreaming in that time where you know that you are putting up the right kind of barriers, not to keep everything out, but to keep you just safe enough to make sure you have that place of rest to come back to where it is your moment inside yourself. To build those windows to see out into the world, to know what is coming, and to be able to view the world and know who's coming to your door. And how you take care of those windows and seeing who is up to what they are. And as they knock on their door, you don't have to let them in. You can tell them to stay outside of your house and I will come out to you. If you don't want them into your space, don't let them into your space. If you want them to stop telling you how to live your life, stop telling them how to live your life. You build the home you want. You create the garden that is all about that. The protection that the universe comes to give you is when you start to give in to that destiny, when you're trying to give in to those dreams. You say that you're kind of stuck right now and you kind of feel like you're along for the ride. Maybe that's what it's meant to be right now. Maybe letting it move you along for the ride for right now is exactly what you need, so that you can learn how to go with the flow for a while. Maybe that's what your home leads you to. You built a place you know you can come back to that's always going to be there for you. It's time to go explore the world a little bit and get on some of the mudslides and have your Goonie adventure and go on the Star Wars shooting spree. The last Starfighter comes to you. E.T. comes to your home. All the wonderful, beautiful rides. Snow White decides to show up on your doorstep and rescue you. Okay? But it's what you create. The home that you've always wanted in your physical, mental, and spiritual self. Ask yourself what that truly means to you and go start to work on making and building that home. That's what the general guidance they want from you. That's why they want you to stop being at war. So if you feel like you need to go along for the ride, then let yourself go along for the ride until you feel like it's time to get off. No one's rushing you here. The fan might be wet and needs to dry off in the sun before you can use it to start a new fire. It's okay to take the time you need to get off when the universe tells you it's the right time. So be okay floating for a while. It's not the worst thing that can happen to you. Being lost. I have a favorite saying I saw on a bumper sticker. All who wander are not lost. All who lost are not wandering. You know? And I've lived by those words every step of the way, because I am not truly lost. I am just waiting to be found and waiting to find what I'm looking for. But the key is, it's always been inside me, just like it's been inside you, Dad Chrome. You just have to start asking yourself, what is my legacy? What am I going to leave this world behind? If I were to pass on tomorrow, what would the world remember of me? And would that be enough for me to say I lived the life I always wanted to live? And that's a difficult choice to decide what those things are. But that's the point, going through this and understanding what those things are. You know? So it's okay to go along for the ride for a while. All right, here we go. Max to the reading room. Max to the reading room. Please come to the reading room, Max. I'm going to have some coffee. And I think you're closer to that future you want than you think you are, you know? Dad Chrome, one last thing before I help you, Max, in a second. Get your numbers and your question ready. I'm doing great, by the way. Thank you for asking. I'm still having some small energy issues, but for the most part, I'm fully recovered from everything that happened. Take a sip of coffee. This one's for you, Maxie. Oh. Some ASMR sipping. That one's for you. Sweet pea. All right. Throw me your numbers and your question. Pick your verification deck. Remember, I am high as a kite. I gave into my better impulses because my pain level's gone now. So I'm not that toasty, though, honestly. I've got a very low level high right now. Honestly, I'm not too out of it. This stuff is pretty strong, so I'm trying to ginger it. You know what I'm saying? So Max, to the reading room. Oh, you're writing your numbers and stuff like that. Yeah. Sorry. Forgot. We're already there. Golden deck. What's in line? Got you. Golden line. Okay. Let me get these other cards off the deck here. And you got 8 shuffles at that. Let me clear these cards off. Yep. Well, there's a reason for that, Max. We're going to get into it, but I already heard what part of it before you even asked the question. So I was like, okay, it's going to be about love. All right, here we go, though, with your 4 of 8 official shuffles. So 8 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get an extra God card. 6, 7, and an 8. And you get the 8th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is your card right here now. We'll put the rest of those down for now. Okay, and then we're going to get these all nice and cleared off for you here, there. My Max Magician there. And let's see what next is lying regarding love. And I see many coincidences right now. And yeah, there's reasons for that. So we do have we have a separate God card message. A God card and a God card message. I think this one might be a little bit important for you there, okay, Maxie? Okay. Anyway, here we go with your 4 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and the 4th card is 1, 2, 3, and the 4th card is what a good message for you today there, my friend Max. Let's see what first the verification deck says for you, though, first. And I think this is exactly what you need to hear, Max, the most. So please listen up to your verification card, because what it's saying to you is, you're like, you need Mary Magdalene. You need unconditional love. Unconditional love. Not just everyday kind of love. We're not going to give you just the love of your life. We're going to give you unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what outward appearances may be. Let me read that again. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. Conditional love. unconditional love. What a message to be getting when it regards to love, I'd say, because what are they trying to make you understand now? They know how ready you are for love. We had to get you ready to provide that empty spot, so now that you honestly seek out the other half of what you deserve to have. We have lit the fire within you, and we have lit the fire within them. Not everyone in this world gets double the bonus prize booby rainbow ending gold story. But if you want it, you can have the fairy book ending. And the only way to understand how to get there is to understand that you must embrace all parts of who you are. In order for that person to love you for who you truly are, you must truly love yourself for who you are. And never apologize to anyone for that. The person who is right for you will love you for those things. Will understand that motivates you to change those things, to manifest their very own future, because they know that you are a person who can take all things together and bring them into that point where you move it forward. We take the lessons we have learned through relationship failures, what succeeded, what didn't work for us, what felt wrong for us, and what we know we finally want to seek out in a mate. It's time to maybe let them find us instead of us trying to find them. Understand that the full potential of a bud is to stay on that branch until it gets the right ingredients to start to grow. So allow yourself the right ingredients to grow. Dress your best. Feel your best. Understand that you are representing who you truly are. Don't hide behind a mask. Show yourself for who that person truly is. Because the person who falls in love with that person is the person who will last you a lifetime. A friendship that will never die, a love that will never end, and a destiny and a fate that will break the very fabric of time and space. I am living such a life. But you have to want it so bad that you unlock those potentials within you to become the kind of person who can create the very destiny they seek. And that's what's coming for you there, Max. And it's the only thing that you have left to do now is to get back around the people who are your close-knit circle. The people who have always been by your side. They're the ones who are going to lead you to that next love of life, that unconditional love you seek, that person who can help you share this journey for the remainder of your life. Because you don't need this person to fix you. You need this person to love, appreciate, support, and understand that their love is just as strong as your love is for them. That's the kind of love that's waiting for you. And all you've got to say is, yes, I deserve to have that. And listen to those inner voices when they're talking to you. Listen to that masculine, feminine part of yourself, that tickle in your stomach, that little I can't really breathe moment, the oh my dear God, she's so beautiful, I can't believe just how beautiful this person is. And what people might consider beauty is completely subjectional to that one person. But understand that they are giving and wielding you everything you need to get exactly what you want. But you can't sit on your butt and expect them to hand deliver it to you until you get out there and try a little too. We can't put you in the same circle as your one you love if you're going to sit in your room playing video games all day. I do a lot of rituals too, but that doesn't mean I don't go live my life and watch silly shit on Netflix and watch the current whatever's on the damn TV screen and binge my Star Wars or whatever that's coming up on all that and forget all of you and go, I hope you all just can handle yourselves until morning. You know, we all have that moment to live. But what you are here to understand is your God card came to tell you specifically, without any question, you must love yourself like you love the earth. You know, you're a magician. You're a man, a magician. You understand that you are called upon to help with the environment. You are an environmentalist of some sort. You love to be back in that nature aspect again. So get your ass out back into nature. If it's too cold outside to go outside right now, bundle the fuck up. If it's too hot outside, well, you know what? Loincloths are still legal in a lot of places. Okay? Just wear underwear. That's it. You know, hey, people who wear kilts are perfectly legal when they don't wear anything under them. Okay, I'm just saying there are ways to embrace who you are as a person without being apologetic to everybody about who that is. Trust me, if you give in to that person you've always wanted to be, watch you become that person. That's what you need to do and understand. You wield the magic, and they are giving you everything you need to make this happen. So write it down. This is your destiny. What do you want? That's what they got for you there, Max. You know? And you're talking about romantic love too, and I know that as well. And I truly believe romantic love is on its way for you. You're starting to finish the cooking process. So is that person. Your lights have been lit. Now you're starting to get into each other's area. When those lights start to meet and those magnets get close, it will be snap. And it will be instant. You know? It will be the easiest thing you've ever been in your life. You will almost instantly know that some part of you will know that you are going to end up the rest of your life with this person. You know? But you have to be okay to accept that you deserve that too. That's the key. You have to stop saying you don't deserve it and say, I do deserve this. Brat. I don't know. You tell me. Did you meet this person? And what the fuck are you waiting for asking me? Go ask them. You tell me. Did you meet her? Does it feel like you could never live another day without this person, that you would do everything in your power to be with her, that you're not going to need, you don't need to change, you don't need to be anything special for this person, that you're good enough as they are, they're always there for you, they're the easiest person to talk to, they're always by your side? Do I need to continue? What the fuck are you talking about? Stop, slap yourself in the face and go get this person immediately. Tell them how much you love them immediately. Then in about a year, come back to me and tell me how happy the fuck you are. Do I need to hit you over the head with a fucking baseball bat for you to get it? Okay, thank you. Of course she's been right in front of you the entire time. All right, you can jump back in line like Crypto jumps back in line too. Crypto, it's your turn again. Jump back in line, Maxie. You know, I've been there. I know about predestined love. I lived the literal destiny I saw in my head when I was an 8-year-old about a woman who came from Montana who would love me in a way that I could never, ever, ever explain the kind of love I have now with my wife Beth because of a dream I believed in when I was an 8-year-old boy. You want to talk about writing your destiny in the sands of time, Muck? I fucking changed destiny and fate itself. I don't know if anyone else would call that a god, but I'm told I am. You know, I literally changed my life. You know, if anyone wants to understand, go watch The Devil's Hour right now. It's the best explanation of what I do in my head. I literally have done this so many times. I know what's coming, you know. So, all right, Crypto, what the heck do you want to know this time? Oh, it is my... It's like, what? Why is that, like, in the way? I don't understand how that gets in the way of that. There. It's not, like, even close to that. Hey, Twilight, welcome in. Welcome to the reading room. Join the queue if you dare. All right. All right, Avnira. I think I got that right. Please type that out phonetically if that will help me say it better. Otherwise, I'm going to go with Avnira. Okay, Twilight. That works for me. All right. So anyway, Crypto, throw me in. Okay. All right. Mom talking smack with her daughter. All right. What verification deck do you want me to use there, Crypto, for today? Let me get these cards in the right spot for you. All that fun stuff. Mary. Mom-in-law. The one we suck you know who on, right? What are they thinking about? Their daughter-in-law? Or I want to make sure I understand it. I got it wrong yesterday, so Mom-in-law smack about me with her daughter-in-law, Mary. Okay, so is she talking smack with Mary? Okay, I understand. What verification deck do you want me to use there, Crypto? Pick one this time, okay, sweetie? You've only got to pick one out of 3 things, door number 1, 2, or 3. I said you had to choose this time. I'm waiting. I'll wait here all day. Okay, I guess Max the Magician is next in line. Alright, I'll give you the Sacred Circle deck then. Fuck it. Want me to choose? Fine. You asked for it. Alright, you got 2 shuffles. Give me a second to clear these off here and get them in the right spots here. And alright, getting them in the right, facing the right way here. Alright. I hope they kick your spiritual ass. Alright, here are your 2 official shuffles there, Crypto. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. You have an upright card for this answer. Alright, on to the next. Here we go with your question for today. Is the mom lot talk blah 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 yakety smackety, clearing the cards off to making them in the right spot. Alrighty, here we go. Here are your 10 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. No God cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th card is now on top. This is what we have to know about what you need to know about what is being done here. Alright, so you want to know if your mom-in-law is talking about you behind your back to Mary, okay? And let me see what the verification card says here first before I get too much further. Because it is about, remember, part of the communication that needs to happen right now, there's bounty involved. Both of you are about to get that bounty that we were hoping to get soon, right? Things are starting to have to come to a close here soon. The Black Friday is over. The market's starting to settle. Now things are going to be okay for selling and buying stuff like you were talking about earlier, okay? And as I told you, it's about that door that you open and what you would do with that, right? So just remind yourself that this is a time of bounty because we have to get something in order for that to be taken away. Are they talking about you only if it involves them having to deal with you because of whatever financial things are contractually obligated for you to have that communication because of? Maybe you use the same person, or maybe you're in charge of the funds or whatever the case may be, or whatever the case is. It's about that bounty coming that way. That's what's coming most of all, and what they're talking the most about is that bounty, and your bounty getting it and them getting it and all that stuff. That's all the only thing that's on their mind right now, So it's all about that money, you know what I'm saying? So, because they're starting to think about what they're going to do with that. If they use this the right way, maybe they pay back some of the people and recoup their karma. If we do something nice for somebody, we recoup that karma, and then he doesn't have a job to do anymore because that karma has already been repaid. So she starts doing a bunch of charity stuff, and she truly means to do it from the bottom of her heart. That can wipe any of his actions out, because that's not his job. His job is to make sure the balance is made, you know? So setting a new foundation, and may be having to start all over again as well. Losing everything, so you have to start all over from scratch. Having to reforge your future, have to rebuild yourself into the person you want yourself to be again. Losing so much of that you have to rebuild yourself, you know? And what you have to rebuild yourself back up to is the person you used to be. Right? So is your mom talking smack about you to your mom-in-law? No, I think she's more of the, what is she going to do with the blah, 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 schmackety yakety of her money, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, exactly. But, you know, and yes, exactly. But, you know, that's what's going to happen is what they think that this is going to solve everything. It's probably going to make more issues than solve more issues. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the money might benefit you to your betterment of you, it might make their lives a whole lot worse. Because where they are choosing to take that money to, and what junk they're dragging along the way. So all of that damaged, broken down car that they keep driving around in, that they think is the only way to solve all of their issues. Yeah, they get halfway down the road and end up spending money on a brand new car, which they bought from the exact other guy again, which is just as dilapidated as the first car, only maybe slightly worse because you fell for it again, hook, line, and sinker. Therefore, losing everything and all things that you were going to gain, you know? I can't guarantee that's what's going to happen, but if you start to see that pattern emerge, and that's kind of what I'm seeing emerging, is that's what I told you about when mother-in-law who we're talking about here, whatever they think, whatever they throw negative that way, whatever they're saying to you will come back to them, because that's his job. If you're being attacked, it's his job to defend you. That's it. To make it an equal playing field, to give you what you deserve to have. Not be, you know, so if someone's trying to curse you, then that goes back to them. They get the evil, icky stuff. You get the betterment of it. You know what I'm saying? So what they're going through right now, and what they're thinking of, is, how can I make this, will this change my life? How can I change my life? Is this going to make me happy? Can I open the right door? Do I have what it takes to drive to where the place I want to go? That's what she thinks, you know? Well, then you have to understand that it will go back to her tenfold as bad as she's done it to you, Crypto. And all you have to do is watch it. You think it was bad to watch what he will do to you in a physical, mental, and spiritual way? That's what you're looking for. The crumbling of her life to a point where she questions everything and has to understand how to start all over, because that's the worst punishment, is having to start all over, losing everything that you have and everything you are. Now that can make you a stronger person, but usually you self-reflect and start to think about all the wrong you've done in this world, and that's what I'm hoping will happen, honestly. But you know how it goes, right? All right, Max back in. I gotta get to doing Max this year, young lady. So Max to the reading room. You know? All right, Max, what color deck do you want? Do you want the silver, blue, or yellow? I'm not going to bring them all out here. Just tell me which one you want. Which one do you want? The God deck, the Fairy deck, or the silver deck? Which one do you want for your reading, Max? Max to the reading room. I'll just bring out a card of each. Alexa, pick a number 1 through 3. You're all letting Alexa pick your choices today. Alexa, pick
a number between 1 and 3. It's 1.
All right, you get the Fairy deck. And we need a little bit of fairy magic to help you with this clarity. And you get 3 official shuffles. Let me cleanse these cards out for you. These do not have reverses. They're oracle cards. They only give one message. So here we go with your 3 shuffles. One for the Lord, one for the lady. You get an extra answer. One for the coven of your heart. 1, 2, and 3. You get an extra God card on top of this answer as well. That's special. Nice. So a little bit more answers directly from Sarah herself. So, and then here we go with your readings. Tell me something about Sarah you need to clarify. Okay. Okay, and you want clarification about what she's feeling, thinking. What do you want me to clarify? I mean, that's a broad question. What do you need clarification of, Max? Just so I kind of understand what you're seeking. Get these cards in the right spot until they start telling. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see what happens here. Here we go with your 2 official shuffles. 1, 2. And your 10th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 10th card is now on top. And here we go with your answer. So let's see what they are trying to tell you today about what your gut is telling you and what they are trying to put out into your understanding of. And I think this will answer pretty much. You know what Sarah is for? She's to help you embrace the laughter, to reinvigorate your life again, to make you laugh, happy, joyful, because the time of death is over, my friend. You did it. You overcame the obstacles that you were meant to overcome. You have to be okay with who you have become, because the past has to become. It's time to lay baby self to rest. It's time to let young man or your woman self to rest. It's time to let young adult person to rest and let only that which truly deserves to be there remain. And take all that what is gathered in that transformation, because after death comes rebirth. And that's where you're at. Rebirth is where you're at. You're not in death. Death is about the change you've just come through. That's what you were going through. That's why you had to go through this incredibly difficult moment of your life to question, reevaluate, go through, make mistakes, all of that bullshit. Think to yourself right now, I would not be getting a reading from this dude right now if everything in my life did not happen exactly the way it was supposed to happen. And the only reason I came into this room today is because I knew I was going to get the answer I was looking for. Because I like this dude. He gives me and tells me shooting it straight. But you've got to be responsible for the light you bring into your life there, Magic. Is Sarah trying to tell you something, or have you been trying to tell yourself something? What have you been secretly hoping for? Is this the one you want to share your journey with or not? If she's not, set her free, let her go live a happy life without you. But if you're not willing to give up on her, if you're not willing to let her go, if you're willing to do whatever it takes to understand how to live a healthy, wonderful, beautiful life with this person, if everything in your power and being tells you to glaze like the brilliant, beautiful sun onto the world you want to brighten, then what the fuck do you need to do? Stop asking about what your gut's telling you and go ask for the answer you seek. Maybe you'll have to throw away some things and will understand yourself a little bit better. She might say yes, she might say no, but in any way, it's going to change your life no matter what happens. It's going to help you understand what needs to change because you'll understand what you are ready to change. You're not going to be asked to change for her. You're changing for yourself because that's who you want to see yourself become with this person. A shared journey, no longer alone. And that's what it's about. Bringing all the right ingredients together so that you can start to make that come together in the most uniquely beautiful, cosmically messy way possible. It's going to be the elixir of life once you're finished straining. You're in the moments of straining your alcoholic, beautiful elixir of life that you have created. All you have yet to do is add that last final ingredient to make it perfect. And she's out there for you, and you keep asking me if this is the fucking one. Well, guess what, my friend? Inner power. Do you have the inner power and the inner strength to get what you deserve to have? Do you believe this is the person you deserve to have? And are you willing to give her and share with her everything that you are? And love her every day for the rest of her existence, tying your souls together, back together as one, so much that it overcomes death, it overcomes fate, it overcomes life, time, everything. Are you ready for that kind of a love? If she keeps showing up in your life, maybe it's the answer you're looking for. No. I hate to say, if it's staring you right in the face, dude. Literally. You know? So, yeah. You tell me. Is she the one? Because you know the answer to this question. You know it. So go act on your answer. Stop waiting for the answer to come to you and go find out what the damn answer is. Then when you find out one way or the other, report back to your at least understanding that no matter what choice is made, it doesn't mean that you aren't worthy. It just means that maybe now is not the right time. Or maybe she has something she has yet to fulfill. All right, we've got the Trinity Twilight to the reading room. Trinity Twilight to the reading room. You may have changed your name, but if you remember how it works here or need explanation, please let me know. It is Wacky Wednesday, so we do things a little bit different on Wednesday. So if you've been in here before, this is a little bit different on Wednesdays. So what we do is we have verification decks. We have the Great God, the Goddess deck, we have the Sacred Circle deck, and we have the Fairy deck. You choose one of those verification decks for your reading. Whatever numbers you choose, and here are the numbers I need you to choose. A number 1 through 10, that's your shuffle amount. And then pick a second set of number 1 through 52. That's where the answers will be. When I add those numbers up numerologically, if they are 4 and 4 equal 8, then I shuffle 8 times and I count out till I reach the 8th card. That's how you get your verification. All the other cards are shuffled exactly like they normally are. How many shuffles you tell me and what numbers I count out are all up to you. Please put your question in chat and make it as simple so that I know and understand what you're asking. And if I don't, please help clarify it so that I don't give you the wrong reading, okay? Thank you for that. And I will tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I will not hold back. If I have to light your world on fire to make you see something, that's what I'm going to be here to do, okay? I'm not here to sugarcoat it or baby you. I'm here to give you the kind of reading that will move you into a more positive life. That's what I'm here for. So when you're ready there, Trinity Twilight, you come on and give me your numbers and your question. And everything should still be explained on the screen too as well if you need further instructions. And I'm going to have a quick little puff of tobacco right now. That's for my 420 brothers and sisters. I'm doing it a little bit way late because I'm on stoner time. So that was for the last 420. That was somewhere in this world. Okay, God card. You want the God ones? Got you. And you want the 7 and 29. So that's 8, 17, 8. So you get 8 shuffles. Let me clear these cards off. All right, you want to know what the importance of Zeus and John is in your life right now, okay, Twilight? Let's find out what the answer is here. All right, we'll get these cards nice and cleared off so they're in the nice right spot for you. When I feel like it's ready to start for the degree for you, here we are with your 8 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 8th card is. And we did have a 4 God card pop out for you. And welcome which of the Faldo. Welcome sister or brother, whichever the case may be. Okay? Let me put that down here. That's our card for that. We have like a 4 God card answer. And if you want to know how it works, I do have the rules up on my screen. And if you want me to, I will explain how it works here. But I'm currently doing a reading for someone right now. So sit back, relax, and see how it's all done here. All right. And nice to see you and welcome on in. Okay. So here we go with your official shuffles. Let me get these in the right spot for you here. Always wait for my guys to tell me that they're in the right spot for you, and then I start to count your official shuffle, you know? So here we go with your official shuffle, because they're handling me right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 God card on top of that as well. 29, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. They are really coming to give you some advice here, okay, there, young person. All right. And if I get your pronouns wrong, I apologize. I just read energies. I don't always understand what nouns. If you want me to use a specific pronoun, just let me know. I'll do my very best. Okay, guys? Thank you for understanding. I try to do the best I can, you know. So I'm very inclusive of everybody. No needs to worry about hiding who you are here, okay? She, her. Thank you for that, Twilight. I appreciate it. I kind of felt it was feminine. But, you know, I don't like to assume, you know, because some guys have a little bit of a more feminine side. I'm one of those guys. All right. So here is your verification deck for what you need to learn about John and what their verification of this whole situation is. And what they want you to understand is that this is all about the cycle and rhythms that you've been going through your life up to this point. You know how things seem to be coming in synchronicity, how things seem to match up to the ideas that we have in our head. Things are coming together in those cycles and rhythms when they seem to be going to the best part of our lives and opening up to that. And they come to tell you today, honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. In other words, honor your physical, mental, and spiritual self. What the one thing and the reason that he comes in your life is to help you with that, to understand your cycles and rhythms, and understand why sometimes you do certain actions and why you get on the hamster wheel of certain things and things that you don't understand necessarily have been ingrained in you because of your upbringing, because of the choices you made. Where even when we're the youngest of youngest, we make choices and decisions about what we like and don't like and all of that yada yada blackity schmackities. But Twilight, one of the things you have to understand is that the importance of John, aka Zeus, is that he is a crossroads for you. He is an opportunity for a choice going forward. He's giving you the opportunity to understand more about where he came from. He's opening up that past a little bit more and revealing a little bit more of the story. You're getting the lore download right now. You know what I'm saying? And as you have been getting the lore download, that's giving you pause to understand who that person actually and what they actually mean in your life. Just like that's what they are doing with you in your life. It's about understanding the choices in what we are about to do. Are we going to take what we are being given and make a choice that is going to be our easiest way forward? Are we going to make a detailed, one step at a time of approach, taking the necessary breaks we need to take along the way, making the right choices and changes that will help us motivate us to the next possible change? It may take us 5 to 10 steps to get to the end of our journey, but we will eventually get there, but we're going to take our time to do that. Or are we going to be so enthralled by the ideas that we have within us that we are going to climb the mountain, we are going to overcome the sticks and the obstacles in our way, take the hard path where we're not going to give in to our deepest, darkest impulses? We're going to overcome those impulses and allow them to be the driving force towards getting exactly what we want. To understand what we want to do is what the hardest thing we have to overcome to defeat the very things that stand in our way. Or maybe we have to make an unseen path going forward. It doesn't have to be easy. It doesn't have to be hard. But there are things that have been getting in your way your whole life. I call it the bullshit that you keep telling yourself, this is what stops me from my happy. Well, if that's what stops you from your happy, stop doing it. Stop doing those things to yourself that what is no longer going to help you be happy any longer. It's time to release the things that no longer are needed in your life, no matter what path you choose. Take this moment to accept that there are some things that must be set to rest in order to find the future and destiny you want. The only way we can give you what you want is if you are willing to give us that which you no longer want. So how do we get you to that point? We're going to make you see just how beautiful you fucking are. That's what we're going to fucking do. Twilight, you want to understand what true beauty and true understanding of true beauty of self means? What those is going to be in the short term and long term will be a constant reminder that you have always been a beautiful flower. That no matter how many times people have told you that you are a weed in your life, that you have always been a beautiful flower. Just like that dandelion you went and grabbed for mom when you were 5 years old to tell her how beautiful she was. She was like that sun in the sky that made you remind you that you brought your mom the sun, like she brought you life. Remind yourself every day that you are your mother of your own child's story, and you take care of that child and remind that child every day just how beautiful they are. Because you are. Because it's up to you to decide who you want to be. It's time to walk the walk, to talk the talk, to do the do there. To understand that you know who you are and who you have always felt you to be. So embrace that. Embrace it so that it envelops your life and guides you to the very fate and destiny you have sought. Become the person you so wished yourself to be. I did it from an 8-year-old boy who had a very simple dream telling him about his future. I carried that with me until I became that very future. Every day is another step towards that future, but you can only do it if you're really willing to walk that walk, talk that talk, and become the very being you want to be. Okay? Moving on to your God cards, which are even more extreme, and since I know you're new here, in kind of a way, they can kind of kick your spiritual ass if it hasn't been already too hard. This is not a, you have to take it first time in, because I try not to hurt the people who come here first time in, so I always warn you, these can be extreme messages, but if you're ready to hear some really good messages that could help you in your life, this is an answer from your higher power trying to tell you exactly what you need to know to answer those questions you are having of them recently. So this may be the very thing you will need to hear. So I always ask permission your first time in if you want to see these cards, because they can fucking kick your ass. So, okay, you've been here before, and I've probably warned you before, but checking back in since I hadn't seen you for a while. So what is your God cards telling you to do? The first thing they want me to understand from my deck, from the 5 paths themselves, just decide what no longer serves you purpose right now, my friend. Take the things that aren't going to fill you up inside and put them into a place where they can slowly dissolve and decay out of your life, so that you have that room for that fertilizer you put in your garden later. No one's asking you to make leaps and bounds and change here. We're asking you to take a little bit every day and throw it into that compost pile. Just enough so that you can turn it into something that will bring you bounty in the future. You're investing in yourself. You're investing in the emptying out of the things that aren't going to help you any longer. I lived in constant fear and worry 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I had voices in my head telling me what was going to be and not be. I had to learn how to listen to the right voices. I had to understand why people would pick on me and why I had to endure every last thing I had to endure. Because the only way I could come do the job I needed to do was to understand how to overcome those very situations. Now, was everything meant to happen exactly that way? Well, with all things said and done, here again, we go with what you need to know the most right here. Okay? And I'm going to go with every card one at a time because you need to hear every one. Create a sacred space, Twilight. Create an altar or visit a place of power to connect with the divine. Begin that next journey. Connect with your higher power. Connect with your highest self. And worship that for a while until the warrior comes along and believes in you again, just as you have to learn how to believe in it. Understand that the next thing coming for you is this: peace. At long last, peace. This is what you have to hear today. There is no need to worry. Everything is working out beautifully. There is no need to worry. Everything is working out beautifully. And as they come to tell you the last two messages, they want you to understand that this is your golden opportunity. That it is time for you to important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Walk into the trinity of the twilight of the unknown and become the very star you are. And last but not least, become fair with yourself. Forgive yourself and let it be fair with yourself. No longer this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. This situation will be handled in a just and fair manner. You want to know, and this one wasn't just about Zeus, was for you, what you needed to hear today. You have to take this message and apply it to your life, how it will serve you best. Many blessings, because if this is what's coming for you, I can't wait to see the beautiful life you will live because you make the right choices. Trust yourself. They are definitely helping you get there. Okay? Okay. Sacred space, peace, fairness, golden opportunity to let go and begin anew. Because you're done waiting, you're done letting this guide you and be a part of your icky anymore. You're releasing the bad to get and become the very flower you are. Because that is who you're supposed to be! Next! I'm done. Yeah, I told you I was going to kick your spiritual ass. Don't ask for it if you don't want it. Right, Crypto? So, and genuinely, this is your time to understand all of that, Trinity. I know that it doesn't seem like it right now, but all stars are born in darkness. And once you light that star, it's up to you to burn as bright as you want to. Become that star that you've always wanted to be and twinkle in the twilight, you know? Use your own words against you. I'm an evil man. All right, crypto. Last question for the stream. Max, you're next. Last question in the stream. Which of my lady, who have I forgotten the name of already because my brain is stoned a little bit as we are taking a 420 hit right now. If you have the means, if you have the ability, if you have a cigarette, if you have something you imbibe in to make your day easier, this one goes out to my 420 friends. This one's for you. Games of Snakes, Ada, and Chilled Leo, and all of the fuzzies, wonderful group, and my beautiful, beautiful community, myself, my prophets, and my beautiful stars. This one's for you, buddy. All right, let me see. I can't suck. Hey, look, I don't suck. That was funny. Crypto. Don't. I know you're probably typing, so type. All right, crypto to the reading room. I'm not even playing that much on cam on the couch today because I'm busy today. So 3-minute timer starting now, crypto. Alexa, 3 minutes. And you don't get another one if you're only in here for this. All right. We're going to give Alexa a 3-minute timer. We're going to give Crypto a 3-minute timer here. Alexa, 3-minute timer.
3 minutes. Starting now.
So you get 3 minutes here. So we're going to take a smoke break and just enjoy a little bit of time, guys. You know, I often wonder if I hadn't had to go through all of the things that I had to go through, if I hadn't had to battle against all of that which had forced me to understand why my worst demons and my worst impulses weren't necessarily always wrong. Sometimes I had to fight for what I deserved to have. And I didn't deserve to be bullied, and I didn't deserve to be told I wasn't going to become anyone, and I didn't deserve to be abused by that babysitter. I didn't deserve to grow up without a father. I didn't deserve to, to push myself to insanity, to lose myself so much that I wanted to give up on life. You know, I'm not saying it has been easy for me. It hasn't. At times I've wanted to call the quits and be done with this bullshit. And I think back to those times now and think how silly those things were to think now. But at the times they were very real moments for me. You know, I didn't think I had anything left to live for. Never thought I would find my one true love. I thought the girl that I was in love with would never love me back. And I was hopelessly and terribly in love with her. And that became a bad, obsessive, toxic relationship. You know, that's why I talk so much about sharing a journey now. Because we never shared our journey. It was always me doing everything I could to impress that girl, you know. And then when I finally found the one, the twin flame of my life, my true soulmate, she found me. She sought me out. She's the one who wouldn't give up on me. For the first time, someone chose me. And that was an important part of my journey too. She asked me to marry her because that's how it was meant to happen. I was the one who needed to be told I was worthy of. I was the one who needed to be the girl of the story, the one who got the wedding he always wanted. I was just like the little girl who dreamt of his wedding day. Only I did it from a male perspective, but I dreamt of my wedding day ever since I was an 8-year-old boy, and I got exactly the dream ending to the story. You know, and then I got to live that life for 18 years. Yeah, we had stuff we had to learn as a couple. We had to learn a lot of things about one another. But that never made us weaker. It made us stronger. And, you know, that's what I think a lot of couples get wrong. Sit down, talk with your partner, understand their motivations, understand why they think the way they do. Hear about what their traumas are. Understand that sometimes the root cause isn't always necessarily them. It's the tapes that someone put in them. You know, so, you know, All right, Crypto. Your last call, Crypto. Last time for your reading. Next time you have to go to the next time. All right, 3 readings done. Alexa, Max to the reading room. Alexa, cancel the timer. Max to the reading room. Max to the reading room. You know, so I'm not gonna say it's easy to overcome obstacles. It's not. It's not meant to be easy. It's meant for you to understand how to do those things. So you adapt, you change, you become a stronger person because of those things. Because you did say, no, I'm not gonna let that happen to me. Because I am gonna say, yes, I am and do deserve this. And happily ever after isn't hard to get. You just have to be willing to say, this is what my happily ever after is. Yes, I'm waiting for you, buddy. I'm just babbling until you got here. We're about ready to give you a 3-minute timer, too. So, throw me your throw me your numbers and your question. Okay, the Witch of Fall, forget, what did you call yourself? You called yourself, give me a second, I've got to go back here. Because I don't want to get it wrong. Because you said something to me and I want to get it right. No. You wanted me to call you. Well, let me know. Let me know what you're doing. Your internet froze? Okay. But I already gave you a 3-minute timer, hon. You'll have to hop back in line. All right, Max. All right, we want to know if Lulu's going to come back in your life. Please choose your verification deck. Your choice. Alexa, 1 through 3. Pick a number.
Here's a number between 1 and 3.
I just moved on from you, hon. Otherwise, I'd take you right now. What was that number? 3? Okay, you said 3. All right, you get the God deck. All right. 7, 8, 9, 10. So you get 1 effing shuffle. Or no, I'm going to give you 10 shuffles. I'm not going to give you 1. I'm going to give you 10. Clear. No easy answer for you. Yeah, sorry, Crypto. Like I said, I gave you the full 3 minutes. I know you understand, but yeah, it is how it is. Internet issues be damned. I hate them too. Here are your 10 official shuffles there, Max. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the 10th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you want to know if what Lulu is coming back into your life, yes or no kind of answers. Okay, we'll try to see if they give you an answer to this question. Let's see what my deck has to tell you today. All right, here we go. Clearing the cards off for your right spot. Sorry, getting a download too. Oh, always love the previews. Are you ready for this one, Max? You got yourself all prepared for it? Because it's going to you want your answer, you're going to get it. No, just hope you're ready for the answer. All right, here we go. Here are your 3 official shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. And the 7th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th card is... All right. So, let's see what your verification card says for you, my friend. Max, it may not be what you want to hear, but I think it's the right answer for you to hear. I always like to give good news, but sometimes I have to give the bad news. And this is a quiet time for both of you. It is time for some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Right now may not be the right time for Lulu to come back in your life, because this is the quiet time they need to become the person they so seek in that future. It's essential that you take this time apart so that you can work on the parts of self that you are ready to manifest the change of. And it's not like you can't come back together. It's just that right now is not the right time for that. That maybe, and I think you kind of feel this anyway, is that if you're going to be a part of it, it's at a distance, and by all means on both of your terms. When you need it the most, be there, of course, yeah. But for the most part, you got to let them go through it, because you can't help them through this. This is something they have to go through on their own in order to learn the lesson. So moving on with the rest of the answer of why Lulu may or may not come back into your life, okay? Because there are some circumstances that may be beyond her control too. That this is a time for her to find balance in her life. That she's truly finding a way to walk in between two different worlds. To sing her song to that universe so that it will hear what her legacy and message is to this world. Understanding herself and her messages to herself of walking in between both of that which she wants and what she hopes someday to achieve. So in this moment of creation, she's creating the very destiny she so seeks. She is choosing a path that is a better way forward. One that's not just right and one that's not just wrong. It's what will make me move forward in that positive way. And I think you see that within her too. That doesn't necessarily mean that you can't be together. It just means that right now she's got a lot of things to bring together within herself. And so do you if you're honest with yourself. But it is about understanding how you now share that journey. So ask yourself, if Lulu came back into your life, are you now ready to share all of your journey with her or him? Are they ready to share their journey with you? Are you both ready to hear each other and understand together is the only way forward? Then that is what you have to understand. We have more to share before that moment comes. We can't keep being at war with our most darkest impulses to doubt this sometimes. Sometimes we have to overcome as a couple or as a people who are just understanding better things about ourselves, that the war battling inside of ourselves has to quiet first. We have to love ourselves just as much as the person we want us to love our back. And as that moment comes, it does not mean that we have to be at war with each other anymore. We can finally find peace going forward, but that peace may mean a friendship, not a love of a lifetime, at least for now. That doesn't mean love can't spring from it in the future. It just means that this is not the time to push those boundaries. We're already trying to battle against a lot of our own things right now. We don't need anything else adding on to it. Be that person who can be supportive and let them go through what they need to go through and encourage them to make better, positive choices for themselves. This is the time for both of you to wander. You don't have to wander away from one another, but you can get into the lazy river. You can walk that path with no direction and no time frame and not have to put a label on it and not have to put something behind it. You can just be happy that you get to have her in your life for this moment, for this time. When you do get those moments, when those moments do come. And if they turn into something somewhere down the road, then it was meant to be. But you don't need to force it. If it's going to be, you will come together at the right time. You will get off out of the river at the right time. And when you look at each other for the first time after you get out of that river of waiting for it to come to you, the aha moment that will happen in both of you when it finally strikes your souls, if that's what is meant to be, because maybe Sarah is the thing you need to... Lulu, sorry, I apologize. Wrong name. I messed up on the name. I apologize. Lulu is not the answer, but the question. Is this what I truly want for someone to fill my life? Is she really what I want in my life? Is this what I deserve to have? Is this what I want to share with person for the remainder of my days? Do I feel like I couldn't live without this person, like she's the other half of my soul, that she matches my energy and light? If these are the answers you seek, then do whatever it takes to allow it to happen naturally. Don't have to let it go. Well, yeah, there's something behind it, but you know that there's still a little bit. Okay, it's like, okay, if you go into a restaurant and if I bring out the fish early and that fish is raw, you're not going to eat the fish, right? Because you know you're going to get sick. You're going to send it back to the kitchen to be cooked just a little bit longer, so at least it's all the way done. And the nice white fluffy thing, or you're going to order a whole new one because you don't want that shit in your life. So you're both finishing your cooking time. You're both getting ready to come to that table at the right time, at the right place, in the right moment. And if it's meant to be, candles will be lit, violins will come, the story will be told, happily ever after could happen. But it's up to how you two make this journey happen together. So go tell her what your insecurities are about it. Tell her what you're feeling, but don't put expectation behind it. Allow her to know that whatever choice she makes, no matter what, you're always going to be there 100. No matter what, you're not going to lose your friend. No matter what, if your friend turns into your lover someday, then you will not only have your best friend as your lover, but you will have something that not a lot of people in this world get. But it comes with hard work, understanding, and believing in each other's powers and understanding all of those things. And that's what's coming for you. It's just that understanding. You know that right now is not the right time for both of you. It's time to have that quiet time to get ready, as you want to do some things within yourself as well. That doesn't mean that you can't still be around this person. And that doesn't mean you should walk out of their life. It just means, when you were there, you're there. Yeah, okay. Next. All right, last and final reading mix. All right, which to the reading room, which to the reading room. Hail, brother, sister. Which verification deck do you want? And throw me your numbers and your question. I always do. I listen to my doctor. I'm listening to my wife. I'm listening to everybody here. So, just let me explain it one more time so you understand clearly. This is Wacky Wednesday, so we do things a little bit different here. You get to pick a verification deck. Each deck has its own unique energies. This is the God deck. The Goddess deck will come and answer straight answers from the gods. My Sacred Circle deck is the very first tarot deck I ever learned how to read from. It's one of the most powerful connected decks, except for the deck that I use called my 5 pads, which I created. The Fairy deck is kind of those extra oracle cards of a message you might need to hear today. You pick whatever verification deck you want, and as I ask you to throw me your numbers, I'm asking you to pick your shuffle amount 1 through 10. So just pick a number 1 through 10. That's all you have to do. And then take a moment to think of what you want your answer to be. And you go 1 through 52. And pick a number 1 through 52, like a deck of cards. What number in there do you want where do you want me to read from? And if cards pop out of the deck, as you've seen, those are messages from your higher power trying to give you the answers you have been looking for by maybe kicking your spiritual ass a little bit and answering in the most extreme way possible. So that's kind of what it's all about here. We got the middle deck. So as I like to say, please ask your question as simply as possible so I can understand it. I would really appreciate that. And then after that, give me your numbers and your question, as we like to say, and we know what your verification deck is. How we get the verification deck is whatever numbers you choose. I add them all up. Whatever they add numerologically, that's what you get for shuffle amount and answer amount. Oh, God, that's so much good. And we are now approaching the midnight. We are approaching the 12 o'clock hour. We got 1 hour left before we're ending stream for today. So, all right. And here we go. So we got 7, 4, and 3. So we got 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 and 7 is 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you get 5 shuffles. 5 shuffles. 5 and we do these. The middle deck gets a little bit shuffled a little different way because it has reversals. So we always kind of give it the spiderweb shuffle here. And you tell me when to stop shuffling them in this way. And then we get you your answers here. So this is the right direction. So these are all about directions here. Getting them in the right directions tonight. Gotta head the right direction. Well, I mean, I only see that which is can be. I don't always see what is meant to be, you know? All right. I'm even getting the buzz feeling off of this one. That's usually a good sign. All right, here we go. Here is your 5 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get an extra couple answers out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, and this is your answer. You get a reversal card, and you get a physical, mental, and spiritual answer from your higher power about what you're going through right now. Do I say stop? Nope, you've already done everything you're supposed to do. So all you do now is sit back, relax, and hopefully not get freaked out too badly. Okay? So, what do you need to know today? I will answer that question for you. Let me get to these questions as I shuffle this for your answer from the gods. And they've come to give you your answers today, my friend. So, let me get my cards in their right spot for you. Trust in my 5 paths that they will lead you to your best day ever. Trust in my 5 paths that they will guide you to where you need to be in your life. Your choice, your destiny, your fate, whatever it may be. Let's open this door and walk through them. All right, here we go with your official shuffles. Here are your 7 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, right or left. You get one more card, right or left. Right, left, left. All other cards after this do not count. You have a 6 God card message. 3 from the Sacred Circle deck and 3 from the 5 paths. I told you they were going to kick your ass. Okay, do we remember what number I was on? Do you remember what number I was on? I'm a little lost. Think. I was on 6. Yep, because I had 2 more. Yeah, 6 and 7. Because I had 1 more shuffle left to go. All right, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40. 1, 2, 43rd card is now on top. All right, we're ready to rock and roll with your answer for today, my friend. And you get a lot of answers today. All right, so you wanted some answers? They're coming. So, what do you need to know today? First, let's do your verification card. And it is the Lord reversed. Now, when the Lord is reversed, as you know as a person of the craft, what the Lord truly represents in that masculine part of ourselves, whether you be a masculine or feminine, we have to embrace both parts of who we are. Whether we are female or male, we must understand that the Lord must play as much of a promise in our lives as the goddess does. We know as witches, as priestesses, that love and trust go hand in hand, that unconditional love and unconditional trust are given by our Lord and Lady. The feminine aspects of creation, the feminine aspects of what are the unknown possibilities of what could be, the allowing of life to end so that new life can begin. The Lord of creation of life, allowing us to live a life of choice, of yes and no's, of knowing our personal power, to understand our personal our personal destinies, our personal strength, to embrace the very embodiment of those things. And maybe we've been ignoring a little bit more of our masculine side. Are we asking ourselves to be a little bit more in that aspect of the Lord? Or are we asking ourselves, is this what we need to do to become the woman we need ourselves to be? To walk away from that aspect and maybe stop being so masculine and give into the feminine. Because he's walking away, it means that you may have gathered all you need in that, and it may be time to return back to who you are. You're basically your default, okay? So what does that all mean there? Okay, so what do you need to know for today? It's time for you to understand that this is your opportunity, that it is time for you to take your life into your own two hands. Like the fan teaches us with the air of information. We take the information and then we apply it to the fire that we want to feed. A very wise man once said to me, feed the fire that you want to grow in your life. So if you're going to feed the right fire, instead of it being wolves or some monster that can come get you, I'm the one who controls this fire. I will control the ebbs and flow of how fast I want it to go. No one has the right to tell me how to do this anymore. I have to stop listening to all the other voices and start asking myself, what is it I do want? Where do I want my path to go? Am I going fast? Am I going slow? Do I want to move at all right now? It's okay to take a look around and see your world from a new, unique perspective. For the first time in your life, you may understand what you don't want, but you're not quite sure what you do want yet because you haven't experienced enough of what the world has to offer. And it might mean going out with your friends and just having fun for a while. It might mean going out and studying more or searching for that job. It might mean getting on every dating app you can possibly get on and taking some chance on some crazy chick with blue hair, a nose ring, and it makes you laugh and giggle more than you've ever laughed and giggled before. And then she turns out to be the sweetest, most caring woman you've ever met in your life. But she doesn't look like it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you're willing to throw away. What are you allowing to decay out of your life to turn into that fertilizer you will reap someday? When you plant that garden of seed of what you want to grow in your life, you need that boost of what you have been through to be that thing that feeds into that, so that you understand that those ingredients are a part of who you are, but they don't have to define what you grow up to be. You decide what seeds to plant, right? The only thing left for you to do, which is to extinguish the old fires that no longer serve you any purpose. You know how you pay attention to this little thing and this little thing, and this thing has power over me, this thing has power under me, this is what I'm okay with myself, here's how I'm hard on myself, here's what I give up on myself so easily, here are the voices telling me what I don't want to hear in my head, here are me trying to convince myself that those voices don't matter, yada yada, blah blah blah, yakety spackety. It's up to you to put out the fires that you no longer want to have in your life. If you put out the fire that you don't have to pay attention to anymore, guess what fire is right in front of you, ready for you to ignite that future into what you want it to be. So put out the fires that no longer serve you purpose. Walk in perfect love and perfect trust. But start with yourself first. Perfectly love yourself. Perfectly trust yourself that you are going and are making the right choices. And be able to understand what those choices have led to you and what you are going to do about it. It's not about what happens to us, it's what we do when we get those things that happen to us. You know? And here are the rest of your God cards. It's your first time in here, so I think you kind of heard my preeminent warning about these kicking your spiritual ass. Well, I'm not surprised. I'm just saying, you know. The crazy thing is yeah, exactly. And the crazy thing is it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be that woman, you know? And you know, I got the exact thing I asked for too. And boy, isn't it just crazy enough that you're going, fuck, I asked for this shit. Oh da. I love every second of it, right? Right. So here are your physical, mental, and spiritual messages from my Sacred Circle deck to you. All right. So you get physical, mental, spiritual, and destiny, along with physical, mental, and spiritual answers for you today. So this one goes out for you so that you will understand. First, now is not the time to live in nostalgia of the past. Now is the time to make the dream come true. Stop imagining it and let's make it come true. What is your will and intent for but to manifest that which you so desire? It's not going to hurt anyone. It will not do harm to someone. It may hurt someone in a little bit, but only that which change that we're already coming their way anyway. Why are you so apologetic of going after your goddamn dreams? Huh? 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 I bet your wife asks you a lot too. What is taking you so long to do it? I bet she hounds you about that shit. Why aren't you doing what you said you wanted to do? And you're sitting there going, I don't know. Because now the stability is no longer an issue anymore. We know we've got a stable life. We know our cups are full. But what are we filling them with? Are we filling them with the emotional garbage we've been filling them with? Or are we going to fill them with the bright, sun shining liquid of life that's going to brighten our life, move ourselves into a more physically beautiful journey where we grow and shine onto our world the very light we want to seek? You know that fire we were talking about? Guess what? You just birthed a star in the sky and you now shine on to the world you want to grow. That moment you hit, that life you make, that moment where that perfect love and trust comes and crescendos in that moment where your will and intent becomes the exact thing you manifest, it's because you believe that that moment is already there waiting to happen. You're just waiting to arrive. Right. So now mentally, we no longer have those restrictions in our lives any longer. We are freer than we have ever been in our lives. The restrictions of life have finally dropped away enough for we are able to do the very things that are going to end our story. To build the home, the life that we've always sought out. To build the very fortitude and life we've always wished we could build. To know that we come home to that safe spot every day. It is our sacred space. This is where we want to be. This is why we want to be here, because we built our sacred life here. And this is where we will journey forward to meet those goals that we have yet to meet. But we know what we built, and we're proud of what we built. As a couple, in your mental status, and in the way you believe in things now. It wasn't always that way, and I know that's the truth. Because as we have learned that success has come your way in some respects, but it's not the kind of success like money. It's the kind of success of fulfillment of purpose, a fulfillment of life, a fulfillment of knowing that it is possible for dreams to come true. It's to know that what you truly wanted to manifest in this world came to be. To know that you are responsible for your own success. That you stopped being so stubborn and swimming around the issues and started swimming through the issues. Yeah, there were some land masses we couldn't get around at times, but those times we had to jump for joy out of the ocean floor and find that breath of life once again. We found the love of our lives, our soulmate, our twin flame, the person who we always wanted to have. We have the home, the life, the places and things we are doing. No one has ever gotten the kind of bounty you have right now. Then you should be thankful and grateful for every single day. And I know you are, because that's the reason it's coming to you. Because you finally met your physical, mental, and spiritual goals. You crossed your destiny line. So now it's up to you where you take that line. Because you're the one writing the story here. Only you to tell the universe how this ends. Write it well. It's my only fucking message for you. Write it well. Don't live in the dream. Make the dream become true. That is your reading for today, my friend. All right? All right. and I am going to close the queue down because I'm starting to get hungry and I've got to get something to eat. So, Crypto, you're going to be my last reading for today because I'm starting to feel I need to eat something to eat. So, you're welcome, Trinity. And just remember that, all of this is validation for you. Most of this was validation for you. And just to show you just how much that the circle that was meant for you to be on, the cycle that you were meant to recognize, and when you finally come to that moment and you sit down later today and you go, he's right. I got everything I ever asked for. I am living my happily ever after. And you start to bawl like a bastard, I'm sorry. Get the damn tissues ready and don't watch something sad so you can pretend that it was the movie that made you cry, okay? I'm not an evil man. I'm a very connected man who doesn't know how he does what he does sometimes. Trust me. So, and that's what it was meant to be. Well, I only tell the truth. I don't tell you stuff I don't feel like I have to tell you. So, I'm glad you got the answer you wanted, but that doesn't always happen for everybody, And you know that you are in control of this ride more than you think you are. Your guys' will and intent, when you call yourselves, whatever you guys call yourself, me and my wife, we have a phrase we came up with, okay? She's the stone of magic. I am the stone of freedom. We are magical freedom, okay? So coming together as one, All right. So... All right, there's that reading. Crypto to the reading room, the last and final reading for today. Thank you very much, and thank you so much for the kind words. Go write me a Discord review. If you feel the need to give me some kind of a tip today, I ask if you want to do that, do that. I don't ever ask for anything for my readings except for when you're skipping lines or getting like 5 in a row or something like that. But other than that, these are completely free readings. This is what I'm here to do. This is not me. I'm not doing this as a job. This is I absolutely love to do, So, but I have to listen to my body too. Okay, Crypto, throw me your numbers and your question. And whatever last reading you want to have from the deck you want. And blah, 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 yakety speckety. Pick your verification deck and stuff like that. And I'm going to have a nice little toke with you guys here. But that's what I promised to give you guys. A new path forward. That's what I'm here to do. Lead you to your best day ever. That's why I do what I do. People find me for that reason. When you're ready to get that, you find me. Or whatever reader you need to listen to, And sometimes we don't always get it right, but sometimes we don't get it right for a reason. I get that a lot from a lot of people, though. I'm told more often than not that my readings are amazing. More often than I get told, you're wrong, And that's my validation, when people tell me that. I'm spot on, Oh my God, I can't believe how amazing this was. This is exactly what I needed to hear today. This is exactly what I was feeling. You made me realize something I hadn't thought of before. This is why I'm making these choices and decisions. The cards only point out the signposts that are already staring you right in front of the face. I'm just pointing out to you what those signposts are. And because I've learned how to listen to the very better angels of my life. And I'm going to give you some time, Crypto. So I know you're having internet issues. I'm going to give you some time here. Not even going to put you on a clock. Just tell me when you're back in here, okay? But you know what I'm saying? It's not always about the end of the story. Knowing the end of the story isn't always the greatest, okay? I know how my story ends. I know I don't live past the year 2038, okay? No matter what I do not live past that year. I don't get more than 14 more years. Even if I do everything good for my health, if I change every last bad habit, I'm still going to die in 14 years. I know when I die. This is the future. I know how it all ends. Now, I don't know what happens in the in-between part of it, but I know I get to live happy and at peace at the end of my journey. And I get to do the thing I love and create something that will be of my legacy. And do I always understand? Did I always understand what that was? No, I questioned myself a lot. I beat up on myself about the silliest, stupidest, dumbest things. I let I let I let every problem be the end of the world. I let my anxieties rule my decision making. I trusted the wrong people because I was so willing to want acceptance. I was so greedy for that, wanting someone to love me back, that I would do anything to get that love, even if it was unhealthy for me to do it. You know, waiting for crypto here. But, it's about those lessons that we learn. And, as, you know, I got to marry my best friend too. I got to marry my soulmate and twin flame. We have tied our souls back together as one. We are going to die together. There's no question in my mind. We will die together. At most a week apart. That's it. At most. Whether it's her first or me first, I'm not sure. Alexa, cancel timer. Alexa, read alert.
You don't have any notifications.
Alexa, what was that ding
You
for?
don't have any notifications.
Okay. I don't know. It dinged on me. I don't know why it dinged. So. You know what my big idea is? Make the world more compassionate again. That's what I think we need to do. Make the world more compassionate again. That's what I wish we could do more of. All right, crypto. Um, okay, I do this for people sometimes too. I'm not going to use cards for this, but I can tell you need some more answers there, Twilight. So I'm going to answer directly from your higher power and your guides. So I'm going to answer your question about that, right? Um, what do you want to know? I can either just answer the question or I'll give you a reading. Which way do you want it? Okay, so you want to know if you're finally where you should be or should you move again? The only benefit to you moving right now is ask yourself, can I do the exact same thing I want to do here, or do I need to move in order to do what I want to do? Do I need the fresh start? Or can I just pick myself up and do what I need to do here? That's the real question you need to be asking yourself. And I think that you've been kind of thinking that running away isn't going to solve anything. To learn that you overcame this obstacle, that it didn't fucking beat you. In some way, you feel like you got to prove to yourself that this isn't going to defeat you. That's what I'm feeling from a lot of what your spirit guides are saying. But they want you to realize that it's not about the move. It's about what you're moving within yourself. It's not about moving to a different place. It's about what you want to accomplish because of the move. So do you really need to move to a different place to accomplish that? And I think that you can say without a doubt one is more yes or no than the other. Right. Stay there for now. Maybe in the future, that's something. But I think it's important for you to understand that this part of resilience is that you have to understand how to overcome the hard steps. Babies fall down and cry because they make a misstep. But that doesn't mean they don't giggle it off, get back up, and start chasing the ball 5 seconds later. Okay? So you can have your moment of, I made a oopsie, but get up and giggle and laugh about the next step going forward. That's what you're proving to yourself here. That's what you're here to do, Trinity, is to prove to yourself that in this lifetime, you can overcome the obstacles that always got and defeated you. Because in every lifetime, you had that innate ability to run away, to run away, to run away. And even some respects, you still do it now, but you're getting better at facing up to and saying, I can't run away anymore. I've got to show this bitch who's boss, you know? And I don't think moving is going to make that happen any easier for you. I think it's going to be more costs, more to your, it's going to take away your financial things. You're going to have to find a new job. You're going to have to find a new, all of this stuff. Why the fuck move right now when you're just in the process of understanding what you want? Wait till you know what you want. Then if that's what you want, move. Great. But at least then you know you gave this your honest try before you gave up on something that is already what you're looking for. And you can get everything here that you couldn't get there. So there's no difference going there or here. Honestly, the answer is yes either way, but I think it would be more cost effective for you to stay where you're at and learn how to overcome the obstacles facing you rather than the blah, 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 yakety smackities. You know? I'm about to give crypto a 5-minute timer. I know you might be having internet issues, but I'm giving you a 5-minute timer, crypto. Alexa, 5-minute timer.
5 minutes.
You know?
Starting now.
So, you know, and, you know, right now, the future that holds for you, that the timeline that I am seeing right now, you are deciding exactly what that means and defining what is gonna be the thing that fills you up inside. And it's okay not to know if that answer is yes right now. Sometimes it's no. Sometimes choices will be taken away from you because you did nothing wrong. Sometimes you will get more than you ever asked for and wonder why the fuck you deserve it. But you have to understand to take everything that comes your way. And this manifestation that you want so bad is already happening. So give yourself the credit that is due. You are reborn a new star. Today. Not tomorrow. Not the next day. Not the day after that. Today. Be the brightest star you can be. And twinkle in the twilight, you dumbass. Sorry. Sometimes I gotta call you out. I don't apologize for shit. You know, I don't. That's why they're called ethereal fire readings. Not, I'm gonna make you feel better about yourself readings. You know, you want the truth? I'll get you the truth. You want to hear what you need to hear? I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. So. Very wise man once said, every rose has a thorn. Remember that one? You're welcome. I think you're in better shape than you're giving yourself credit for. Stop being so hard on yourself. Forgive yourself for that which you have yet to do. Concentrate on the fire that you need to. Go with your own ebbs and flows, nobody else's. And let yourself just become what you've always would make you happy, have purpose, have meaning, and ask yourself how you want to leave this world's your legacy behind, even if it's one person who remembers that legacy. Like every good end to every good series ever, you know? They don't leave you hanging. They let you know that the journey ends definitively and that you are ready for the next stage of what is to come, which nobody knows until the moment they reach it, when that moment comes, what it will be for each of us, you know? The reason I call myself unknown is because I have been through all of that. I am not just unknown for any reason, you know? I choose to be unknown because I know one day no one will know who Joshua Adam Bleasy is. There will be a day somewhere in the future when no one will remember my name. And I truly will be unknown. But unknown will be remembered forever. Because unknown is forever. I'm done for today, Jing. I'm sorry. I was waiting for Crypto to come in here, and she's got 1 minute and 39 seconds, and then I'm out of here for today. So you'll have to come back tomorrow. My energy, and I'm just really hungry right now and stuff like that, and I want to go get some eggs and some stuff like that. Otherwise, I would do it, but I'm really hungry. Normally, I would take you, Jing, but tell you what, Jing. Tell you what. Crypto, I gave you a shot. Jing, I will give you one reading. Only one. So choose wisely, and I'm going to use my Sacred Circle deck for this reading. Okay? So, that's what you get. No verification cards, no nothing, just this deck and this deck alone. This is what you get. So be careful what you ask for, and make sure you know, and clearly ask for one question. If you're trying to ask me 3 questions in one, I'm not going to answer it. I'm going to ask the first question you ask. That's it. I love you, but I got to put my foot down every once in a while. Do not ask your question about Isaac. Come on. No. Don't waste it on that. Okay. That's what you really want. I live to serve. Numbers. Question. Got your question. Throw me your numbers. Alexa, cancel timer. Getting them in the right spot for you there. Jing, this is the last Isaac reading I will give you until January 1st. You hear me? So after January 1st, you can ask me another Isaac question. This is it for the year. Okay? Now I need some distance. Ah, come on. I'm just giving you a hard time. Jesus. You know me better than that. Yeah. I'll answer any question you ask, even if it's the same one over and over and over again, even though I keep giving you the same answer over and over and over again. If I need to beat you over the head with it, okay, I guess I will. All right, so we got 3 and 23. Here we go with your reading for today. Here are your 3 official ciphers. 1, 2, and 3. No God cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 28th card is now on top. Here is your answer, Jing. All right. Okay. And you want to know what Isaac's next move towards you is. Promise to give you the honest truth, Jing. I've always promised to tell you the truth. And you know I do that. Not going to be easy, I could tell you that. So, they want me to do this for you. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They want me to give you that. You're going to need it after this one. This is a God card for you. Straight from the horse's mouth is all I can say. Alright, here we go. Alright, moving this forward. So, Jing, as we have asked this question a couple times, what Isaac's next move towards you is going to be, just like all things have their cycles in life. The Green Man is about ends of cycles, of ends of what is to be, a return back to what is the status quo, the most comfortable spot, into the soft grassy moss, into the soft marsh fields. It is all about understanding the connection between the world that you surround and want to grow into. So what's next coming towards you is that his next move is to move away, most likely, and grow into someone new or different that doesn't include you along that journey, because the green man is all about renewal, and it's a renewal of the cycle that has already been. Something has died and has come back from that dead to be that seed that is now born. This is different now than it has ever been. The time of reward is over. The time of him giving what he can give to you is over. He cannot give you the reward you seek any longer. The 10 things you are hoping someone out there would give you. He isn't going to be the answer, because those cups are emptying out of him, and you're not filling yourself up with you don't want to fill yourself up with what he's put into those cups. Okay? You know what has been in those cups. You don't want that sludge within you. So you had to say no, let that go back to the earth, let you figure your own bullshit out or whatever. Let you give yourself some time to think about what you need to do with your life right now. Let's get back into our head a little bit and really think about what it is we want. Since that mind is already already confused by, alcohol, the addictions that he is, living the life that he is living, giving into his worst impulses and all of that stuff. Those thoughts are going to be racing within him, and he's trying to either understand how to break free of those thoughts or giving into those thoughts. It's time for you not to be there, though, because if all that you're going to do is suffer if you do. That's what you're going to get if you stick here. All you're going to get out of this is more suffering. 9 stabs in the back hurt you so bad that he will literally crush you. Is that what you want? Does he have to crush you so bad that there's nothing left of you and you have to start all over again? Is that what you really, really want? Because that's what the only thing he wants from you, towards you now, is to walk away. And if you're not willing to walk away, fine. If you want to suffer in this bullshit, I'm not going to change anything. You want to live it in my life, here's what I have to offer you. So it depends on what you consider suffering or not, Jing, And here is the God card that they wanted me to point out from you. Exactly. Because guess what? Finding or feeling safe is what you need to have right now. It's your turn to feel safe, Jing. It's not up to you to make him feel safe. That's not your job. That's his job, to find his safe place. Exactly. Because he's trying to justify it, Jing. This is what people who try to justify bullshit answers like he's giving you. This is what a confused, you've told me, he's drinking, he's gambling, he's doing stuff that's confusing his mind. His brain does not work like it is a broken brain. It's an addicted brain. It's a not healthy brain. It's living in his worst and most dire of impulses, because that's all he wants to live in right now. He doesn't want to change. He doesn't want to make it better. He just wants to get everything he wants without consequence of his own action. And you know that damn straight. Okay, Jingy? That's a cold-ass hard fact there. He will never be the kind of guy that you want him to be. And the more you try to force your version of him onto him, the more he'll fight against you tooth and nail. And all that's going to do is drive so much of a hard stake into your heart when you have to watch him self-destruct and maybe one day take his life because he doesn't know how to heal himself because you were too in the way for him to heal himself. You know? And I'm not saying you're going to be the cause of suicide. That's a personal choice of his. But I'm just saying, if he keeps going down the path he's going, eventually he's going to get disheartened with his life. And I've been there 1,000 times, especially under the influence of any kind of drug. Even this cannabis stuff here. I understand that it's a chemical that that takes away my real true thoughts, that doesn't allow me to, give me the right answers. So understand that he's in a different frame of mind, that you have to be very aware of what that frame of mind is. Don't give in to his demands. Don't enable him. Say, I will not contribute to you ruining your life. I will help you get help. I will get you, I will be there as a support person to talk to, but I will not pay your bills. I will not help you get that. Yeah. Okay. I told you I was going to yell at you a little. But, it's okay. No one's expecting you to have all of the answers. And I know it's a hard thing for you to come to terms with. You have invested a lot of time here, Jane. And you've tried to see the better angels of him, but time and time again he's just he doesn't want anything more. Yeah, exactly. You're at best you're a book on a shelf that he likes to have on his book. And I'm really sorry to have to say that to you. I'm really sorry I have to say that to you. You're a book on a shelf for him. He comes, reads you when he wants to know what's going on with the story, and that's it. And then he puts you back on the shelf and goes to the next person's story. And I kind of believe that's what Mom wants to talk to you about and stuff too, because she sees this unhealthy pattern he's doing. Moms don't want to see their sons hurt, and you're the sane one here. Maybe you can take tons of sense to him. The only thing is you can't. You've tried talking sense into the boy. No one can talk sense into this boy. Like I said, it would take an act of God, literally, to wake this boy up. I think God's gonna have to come near striking him in his balls before he gets the message. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you deserve more than just to be someone's trophy. Okay, I'm sorry, you're not a collectible. Okay. Not a Pokemon card or an action figure or something to be obtained. You are a person with real feelings, thoughts. You actually have beauty within you. You actually want better for people. You're trying to make your life be a more positive journey. You're taking the steps you need to take. You've got shit to do. La la la. I know. You think you can hide from me? Ha ha ha. There's not many people who can. It takes a very strong-willed person to hide from me, and I don't go poking where people don't want me. So it's not like I'm forcing my ass in there. This is all pouring out of you like the faucet. I just sit here and go, okay, I'll answer her questions. Fuck the cards though. We'll just answer. So we're gonna go find our raid for today. I have no idea where. Yeah. That's just it, though. I know that's exactly what it was. It just makes so much sense. It's because I watched my mom do it. My mom was an alcoholic. I watched her drink herself every night to sleep. She woke up sober, and she never drank that I know of, drank under the influence that I know of. Okay, there was one time I had a suspicion she might have, but then she went off into the snowbank and she wasn't going anywhere anyway, so it wasn't like, that. And I do believe that for whatever reason, and I had to watch my alcoholic mama at a time. As an 8-year-old boy, I had to cook dinner for my brother. I had to cook dinner for myself while I watched my mom drink herself to death in the chair, not eating anything, and I have to go feed my mom dinner and tell her to eat all of the shit that's on her plate. Can you imagine doing that as a kid? Okay. Yeah, you were there he was there when you needed him. You've paid him back in full. You don't need to pay him anymore. You've already given enough. You've done the payment back. You've paid him back 1,000 times over, and you know it, damn it. Exactly, and you don't need that in your life. You do not. You do not need that in your life. Okay, we went to Cam on the Cob yesterday. And checking to see who's on friends. Hey, let's go check out, since we're having a 420 day, we're going to go to Chilled Leo. She is a 420 streamer too. So here is the raid message I want you to use when you hop into her. She's playing Stream Raiders. She smokes pot. She's a chill, cool vibe. We're just there to hang out, have some fun, and allow the very thing to happen. So if you want to come just hang out and have a nice relaxing time, play some Stream Raiders, join in the battle if you want. I'm also going to go play some Marble with Cams on the Cob if you want to come along. But that's where we're going for our raid is Chilled Leo today. So, all right, let's go. And you're welcome, Jing. You know, like I said, I genuinely do care for you, sweetie. You know, I only want the best for you. You know, that's what I truly want. You know, so I don't think that that's going to be an issue much longer. I think eventually he'll just move or something. You won't be able to get a hold of him. He'll be in a different country or something. Eventually he'll just disappear and there'll be no contacting him whatsoever. Not through his mom, not through him, not through any of his old friends. He will become a complete ghost. That's what I'm sorry, but that's what I've always felt is coming for you and him. You're going to move away from him. You're going to find someone better. I don't know where he's going to take his life because he's got way too many obstacles in his way right now. And I just don't see a clear path forward for him at this moment. It's too in the wind, you know. So we're going to go to Chilled Leo's stream. She is one of the best people out there on Twitch. My baby friend. My wonderful friend. Okay, fine, you bastard. I have to do this different. They don't like me. So, Fuzzball, you're going to have to wait. This is where we're going to go. If you guys want to travel along, the Fuzzball has entered. He's telling me it's time to go get something to eat. So travel along with me, guys, as we go. Say hi to my favorite stoner out there. Here is my new, well, I was going to play it, but I've got to find it. I've got to go get it. Okay, we're going to play my new song. I haven't downloaded it. I forgot I didn't download it yet. Here we go, guys. Love you. See you later. I'm out of here.
I'm looking for a job in the hobbit hole, singing and dancing around to the hobbit hole, singing when the morning water was so deep. I stumbled across the street to an old fellow named Curtis Blow with a wooden leg and a fiddle and a rope. Curtis said, I know just what you mean. Got his pants up high and a fiddle with strings. Curtis said, you don't have to be the best, you just have to do your best. Well, I said, and we went looking. And we went looking, and we went looking, and we went for $1 million. Fly like a bald eagle, high through the desert on a golden steeple, loud like an 808 sound, doom like a buffalo, we all fell down. Doom like a buffalo.